Monday, October 23rd, 12:20 Mountain Time, 2017. Hurricane Lan makes landfall in South Japan near Osaka. I will get to that momentarily. Secondly, I want to talk about a thunderstorm that went through the central United States less than 48 hours ago. This is a screenshot I took from my phone as I was not home at the time the storm was rolling through the Midwest. However, I was monitoring it and I noticed something very unusual around the Texas-Oklahoma area, a numerical value that I don't normally see associated with storms. Typhoon LAN made landfall less than 24 hours ago, wreaking havoc on the southern half of the island of Japan near Osaka. Unfortunately, 6 people perished in the storm. There were mudslides. There was extreme flash flooding. Here's an example of one of the many mudslides that took out some homes at the base of the hill. In fact, that home right there is this same home right there. Unbelievable. 800 millimeters of rain fell in 48 hours. That would equate to, this is just roughly off the top of my head, 32 inches of rain in 48 hours. So that's almost an inch of rain for 2 days straight per hour. Inch of rain an hour for 2 days straight. Unbelievable. Climate chaos continues. We've been watching this all year long. Storms that do generate are overachievers. It's just as simple as that. They're record setters. They're overachievers. We've seen a year's worth of rain in a day and a half. We've seen knee-deep hail. It just goes on and on and on. Epic flooding pretty much on every continent around the world. This is a extremely large construction project that was going on that was blown to the ground. This looks like scaffolding that was probably once standing next to this building. Now it's laying on the ground. So the storm created a lot of chaos. It could have been worse. It was predicted to be a super typhoon. Now it will move up, morph into a enormous low pressure, and that low pressure is almost the size of the United States. It will go up and come back down and influence the weather in North America in less than 4 days. And as you can see, yet another storm is brewing, another typhoon, and it will be heading towards Japan later on this weekend, possibly by the first part of next week. Unbelievable. There are no hurricanes, though, in the Caribbean or the Atlantic as of right now. And they are watching something small in the Western Caribbean, but I don't think it's going to manifest into anything. Back to this storm here in the central United States. This is nothing uncommon. We see squall lines. This is a severe, that's today actually. I'm going to get to that here in a minute. We see thunderstorm warnings all the time. We have for years. That's absolutely nothing new. This type of squall line is nothing new. Okay, but here is something new. I was reading the details surrounding the storm. I figured it would probably generate tornado warnings. Normally they are very common in the Oklahoma, North Texas area. But that's not what I saw. At around 9 p.m. Central Time, the storm extended from near Electra to near Lake Diversion to 3 miles northwest of Millers Creek Reservoir, moving northeast, it's this direction here, at 65 miles per hour. I had to look at that 3 times, and once I saw that was in fact the case, I took a screenshot of it. That's unheard of. And what it reminded me of was Hurricane Nate. Hurricane Nate set a record in the Gulf of Mexico. In fact, I have it right here. Hurricane Nate sets record as fastest moving storm in Gulf of Mexico. This is dated October 7th. The storm's movement was 28 miles per hour over a 12-hour period. That's very fast for a hurricane. That is indeed very fast. You don't see them typically that quick in forward motion speed. Nor do you see thunderstorms moving as fast as automobiles on the interstate highway. That's just unheard of. Nate, when it was crossing the eastern part of the United States as a tropical depression, it was moving through here, actually more through Tennessee, Kentucky, West Virginia, it became a tropical depression. And we've seen those. Nothing new, right? But the thing of it was, as it was moving through here towards Pennsylvania, in fact, I think it was going right towards Pittsburgh, I noticed it was moving at 50 miles per hour forward speed, which I found absolutely incredible. Now I see this storm moving at 65 miles an hour forward speed, which is unheard of. That's moving as fast as automobiles on an interstate highway. So this is something that I've just noticed since Hurricane Nate. It's just an observation. It's one that is very unusual, and I've never seen a thunderstorm move that fast before. Just like I'd never seen a hurricane move that fast before in the Gulf of Mexico until Nate came along. And that was October 7th. So less than 3 weeks later, we have thunderstorms moving at 65 miles per hour through the middle of the country. That's very, very unusual, just so you know. Today there is a tornado warning out in South Carolina as I do this video. So if you're in South Carolina, big heads up, especially the northwestern portion of South Carolina. But as you can see here, this storm here with all of its might, that's packing possibly tornadoes, is moving at 30 miles per hour to the north. 30. And that's not uncommon. That's actually kind of fast, but not uncommon. 65 miles per hour. That is absolutely incredible. So keep an eye on that. I don't know what it means, if anything, but it seems like something is amplifying the forward speed of not only hurricanes, but thunderstorms in this part of the world right here. That's where the 65 mile per hour northeasterly movement was detected less than 48 hours ago right here. And then you have a 30 mile per hour forward motion speed of a hurricane. Same area, less than 3 weeks apart. Then you have this gigantic storm over here. It's just a continuation of climate chaos that has been going on all year long. Incredible. We are watching it very, very closely. If you guys would come and subscribe to my little buddy's channel. I'm going to post the link to the YouTube channel, his YouTube channel, in the description box below. He's been very bashful. He's trying to overcome his shyness. He's a great kid. He does all kinds of different things. You want to make his day, subscribe to his channel. I know I've asked you to do this in the past, and I appreciate your kindness. You guys rock. If you want to make a little man's day, subscribe to his channel. He's trying so hard. I appreciate it, and I will have the link in the description box below. It means a lot to me, and I want to thank you in advance. Thanks for watching, guys, and as always, be safe out there.